Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. In the studio gallery. And these are my scoops. I'm not using these today, but you could. Found those. Some of them were left over from my mom, and some of them came from the local church resale consignment shop or thrift store. This is the packaging that I use to put my colors in when I scoop out of. But basically any size of this, like this one, or that one, or these, was just this with the end cut off. And you can taper up the sides if you want to. I don't think I'm going to use this today, but we'll see what happens if I want a ribbon dribble. This was part of a bottle, so I cut the bottle in half and then I cut through the... So that's kind of stiff. That was a... Oh, I did tape over the spout too. So that was an alcohol bottle. So what I really want to do today, and I could put my colors into anything that I could rest on something so that it would hold them. So I'm thinking of one of two ways, or one of three ways, and that would be to rest my containers on something deeper than that, maybe even, how about like that, so it'll hold some paint. And I'm going to use black and white. This is dry. This was nothing more than squeeze bottles. I did a part 1, so this is part 2. Welcome to part 2. Yeah, duh, having a dumb moment again. I really like this one. I used it the other day. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I can rest that in something else. Maybe not. We'll see. So I'm just going to take my extra stuff and leave it where I can find it and get on with it. And I'm going to start with this one, and wish I had something that was even deeper than that to hold it up. I wonder what I've got. That might work. Depends on how mucky that is. I don't know. Once I get paint in there, it's going to be a problem. I think that's the ticket right there. Okay, so all I'm going to do is put both black and white paint in. I'm going to make sure that that's shaking. I did just shake it. I have no idea how this is going to work, so I'm going to try and make just swishing marks. And this is one of those times when I want to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to use this. I'm going to just tip that front so the paint comes right up to the edge, and it's on the edge. Sorry if my head's in the way. This is working. And I really wanted to use this because I thought I could get enough paint in there. And if I put it in a container and tried to scoop it out, it's going to turn gray. I can almost tell you that for sure it's going to turn gray. So let me grab a little Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula and just nudge that paint right toward the edge and down over it. Paint will flow to paint, so if I start that, it'll probably lead a little bit more. Now if I want to do something with my patterns, all I've got to do is take a skewer, and anything that looked like it didn't belong in those marks will probably just melt into place, minus that. I don't mind the little gaps, but I didn't like that little hanging thing. So I'm going to do that again, I think, as best I can. This time I'm going to squeeze in a whole bunch of one color and then squeeze the white on top of it and see how that works. I think it's always going to be stripy. I was going to squeeze some on there, but I'm not going to do that. Now you could probably do a whole bunch of other stuff. And black and white will sell, so if I were to do this in tip, I would get a whole different effect. But right now we're just doing ribbons. And if I lead up to whatever else I want to cross over under, yeah, that's right, cross over, make it look like I'm adding some dimension there. I'm just going to nudge with my skewer right up to that other part and let it look like it's joining together behind. It might not be perfect, but that's okay. So far so good. Now do I want to add another color in there? Because I'm kind of being called to magenta. Only it's not the magenta that I'm after. I think I have enough of this quinacridone magenta with iridescent pearl fine in it for me to try some. And I like that color with the other one. So I'm just going to go for it. I'll probably finish up with a little bit more right on top and see what I get. So winding it around, I level the container to the edge of the painting. So that's cool. It still makes me want another color though. As long as you get that close, old painter's trick is just the eye will be fooled. So I could use some gold in there, but I'm still thinking some blue. I was thinking blue to begin with, and then I thought, well, I'll just go with the black and white, but just added a little bit of that paint right to my bamboo skewer. Maybe if I add a little bit less paint here, I wonder if I can just shuffle that forward a little bit with a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst mini blade number 2. And let's go get that bottle out of the way. I'm thinking dots might be the answer too. Oh look, that's ready to go over the side if I give it a little nudge. So let me give it a little nudge. Which reminds me, you could probably take any of these puddles of paint and drag your skewer through or dot around, and this may wind up with a bunch of dots. I'm going to let that go over the edge. It's just like a writing implement, only you have to stop every once in a while and let the paint run out and deposit itself. I'm going to have to do it a little bit longer than I'd want to right there because I'm almost out of paint. Maybe it's time for a refill. Still being called to that blue. Maybe I'll do it right now and see what happens. And that blue usually sinks away, so we'll see. Well, we shall see, we shall see. I don't mind that. That's cool. I'm good. Right up to, but not over. As long as the container is nice and long. This was probably something that covered pens. Chances are good. I signed the back of my canvases with a Sharpie. As long as it's not white underneath. Now you could put that white on the front of a skewer, just a drop, if you needed to cheat, or you could just grab some from somewhere else, like I just did, just to fill in and complete that mark, if you thought you really needed to. So what am I being called to now? I kind of want some purple now. Maybe the purple, maybe it's time for the purple flash. I don't know, let's see. I kind of want that, I have a deep turquoise. And maybe some brighter turquoise too. I was not expecting to use colors in this. I was just going to go for black and white. But I'm liking the effect I'm getting. Here's my black. And I'm going to yet again tip that forward so all that paint has a chance to sort of level itself out for a moment. I was also intending on using a larger, wider scoop, like maybe the plastic beach sand shovel. I'm not super thrilled with that, how exciting this is yet, but I think if I add dots of color, I'll probably be just fine. And if I really wasn't impressed with it, tomorrow I could probably go over it with something else even, entirely. I want some orange now. Alright, all bets are off, color's on. I'm just going for it. I think that might be just what I need, and I know that that needs a shake. So let's put some more black in there. And hope I have enough time. I have 5 minutes left. I'm golden. Excellent. And I still haven't done any ribbon dribbles. I'm going to use that puddle of paint and just lead it over with my finger. Where's my little... There it is. So I'm just going to tip that right forward again. So I have it at the leading edge. I'm going to like that. That's exactly right. I'm going to just keep using that orange. I'm not being very specific about where I'm putting it. Trying not to put it in one big blob, of course. Making random patterns is okay. Maybe a little bit more back there and a little bit more up here. Let that all go forward. I might let it go back again too. No, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to make a path. It allows me to let loose the paint in that little scoop. Okay, so now I'm thinking yellow, because that's what's on the background, and that would be neat. Just a little bit of everything. Oh, I like that quinacridone magenta with it. Now I've got something sticking out of my bottle. Come here, something. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. This color in particular likes to make those. So I love the white, the yellow, the deep orange. That all looks pretty neat. Maybe some more white. And once I can't add any more big strokes, then I might want to ribbon dribble. Like so. I think that's going to do it, or at least start doing it for me. And I'll just grab the other colors that I like, put them right there in that scoop. Maybe give myself permission for a little blue this time. See if I can get any of the, you know what, I want that turquoise up front, so the way to fix that is to put some turquoise up front. This was all based on an idea that from a lantern that reminded me of back home in Maine. At a local restaurant, the last place I had a show in Maine. I need more yellow. I need a lot more yellow and some more orange too. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to go back to the magenta. And if at the end it's not enough, then I will add black. I think that sounds like a good plan to me. With every layer that crosses over the other one, it becomes more cooler and cooler. And I'm almost done. So I'm going to say, I do sell my artwork in case you're interested. My email address is under the Linktree link, which is the first blue link under the video. You can also find my Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links there. And the Amazon link will take you to my 2 books called Because I Can and Unlimited Possibilities. If you shop the Amazon link, it's at no added cost to you. I really like how that looks. I really like that magenta a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. So I've got 2 minutes. And I have every intention of putting more magenta down. But I'm going to try and remember to tell you guys, these are just little chevron shapes. Very cool. I'm liking that, how that came together at the very last second. It happens to me. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the wonderful comments you leave me. Thank you for the donations that help keep me painting all this time. If you would like to make a donation, you will automatically be included in the monthly drawing. You can find out what the drawing has available by watching the video on the end screens. The exhibition video, I should say, on the end screens. And this particular month, if it's still for September, will be a choice of 9 paintings, and the drawing name's winner will get to choose 2. So anything that I need to go over my edge like that, I'm still going to do what I was doing. You can even stick a skewer right in there. Hold that right down over. I'm liking this. It got a little busy, but it's still a great pattern, and I'm not unhappy with it. So I love you guys. There's over 90,000 of you. Welcome if you've just subscribed. I'm really happy you're here. Thank you very much. And if you're interested, I have over 1,500 videos. You can find them on my YouTube channel, or you can ask me and I'll give you a link in comments if you make a comment. If you have a question, you're welcome to ask me questions and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Trying to remember everything and still finish the painting. Now I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint, but this looks like a lasso festival to me, and definitely it brings new meaning to the word ribbon pours. So I'm going to tell you guys also, if you happen to be interested in all over print leggings or all over print t-shirts, or you should happen to find one of my designs that you'd like to see as all over print leggings or all over print t-shirts, you should check out the Teespring link. The pictures of clothing under the video are mine, or go to my channel and look for the Teespring store. Or if you ever see anything, just let me know and I'll try and find you a link to go where you want. I want some black in there still. Someone is calling me. They are probably a telemarketer. Chances are very, very good. There. It was already busy. It's not like I'm going to hurt it any. I love you guys. I will see you anon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery saying, hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Priscilla out. I'm sure I forgot something. Oh well. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. You guys are still here. Hey, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I love you. Know that. And I will see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.